So I was going out to eat one day and I wanted to bring my boyfriend with me at the time. My boyfriend couldn't make it, so it was just me. I treated myself to Applebee's, and like I said, I had another couple of people staring at me. And this was all after work. I got my first paycheck. I was excited. I wanted to take my kids shopping, so I took them shopping to Toys R Us, and then we went out to eat. Then I took myself out to eat again. So finally, another sign I needed to lose this weight. I was drinking so heavily from vodka to sangrias to the point that I just couldn't go home the way I was supposed to, which is actually walking home or taking the bus or train. So I ended up taking a $30 cab ride. And then all of a sudden, I was working the next week and I found myself to be sweating, even though it wasn't even hot that day. I was working in the wintertime. Who sweats in the wintertime? So I was like, you know what? It's time for me to really do something about this. I was like not having it. I was really pissed off. And then I seen all of my other coworkers was able to walk as far as they can, walk up the stairs to our job, and it was like I had to take the bus. I mean, I had to take the elevator or the escalator, and it was not fair. It was not right. So I was like, you know what? That's it. I'm gonna start doing my workouts. So I told my boyfriend about it. I was like, I'm gonna do the workouts. I'm gonna start walking more, climbing more. And then I went to Bally Total Fitness to start working out. I was in there for 4 months and I quit. So I was like, I could do my workouts at home. I don't need a gym. And I told my brother about it. I wanted to learn how to do strength core training, which is to strengthen my stomach muscles and everything. I didn't want to, and like I said, I wasn't taking the easy way out. I was really doing some hardcore exercises that I never did before. And then when I heard about the high interval training, whatever, I was like in a rude awakening. I was like, I was in for a crazy rude awakening. So I got with this trainer. We started working out. We started talking and learning everything about strength core training. And he used to be in the army, so he knew exactly what he was talking about, and he gave me some lessons. Also, to do at home. I didn't have to necessarily do it in the gym. So I was like, everything I remember, I took it and I put it into action. I started doing this strength core training every single day, and I started to notice I was losing a lot of weight. I wanted to gain muscles but lose a lot of water weight, and about a year later, I got a little more smaller than I was before. I was no longer a size 18. I went down to a 15. I've been a size 15 for 4 years. And now, as of this year, 2021, I went from a 15 now down to a 12. And like I say, 4 years of being a size 15 was no joke. I was able to put on like my grandmother's old clothes. I was able to put on, like, I was almost the same size as most females in my family. And then, not to say that they was bad or anything like that, because I feel like thicker the better. Thick women are amazing and we will always hold it down like no other. But for me, my health meant more to me. And being that I was on the brink of death, because the more weight I was gaining, the worse my heart would be. The worse my heart would be, the closer I was to death. And the doctors had to give it to me straight, because they was like, yo, I'm not gonna lie. You breathing hard is making your heart work even more, and it's not good, because when you're not working your heart out because of exercising, that means it's time for you to work out. And then they was like, and then on top of that, you was a smoker and drinker, and you think that's even better? No, it was like worse. And then when I go to sleep, I tend to snore. I was snoring so loud I woke myself up. So that was another red flag of why I need to lose weight. It was telling me out loud. So yeah, it took some time, but I thought about it and I started putting into action the workouts, me walking a lot. And then I started noticing my legs getting stronger. And then I was like, let me try walking upstairs. So I went a little further from where I live at, there's like a long set of stairs over by 166th Street or 167th. And I was like trying to walk up them stairs as much as I can. So I was like, let me test myself to see how far in the Bronx I could walk. And to kind of find out from where I live at to 161st Street, I walked all the way over there. Not once, but 3 to 4 times. And I did it again in 2019. I did it again. I walked over there on a Friday and I walked right back and I walked again. So people who didn't want to believe that I could actually walk that far, they should come with me and see how far I could walk, because even anybody that knows the Bronx, you know the boroughs, you know how far these places are, and you know how long these blocks are. These are not short blocks you're walking in. So imagine it's like you walking from one side of the Bronx to another side of the Bronx. People out here will be like, I don't understand how you could do that. And it sounds very like far. It's like too much. If you got that much endurance and you believe in yourself, trust and believe you can do it. I believed in myself a whole lot. So I was like, I would test myself every week to try to walk as far as I can and walk right back home instead of relying on buses or cabs. And that's what I did. I walked from one side of the Bronx to another just so I could keep losing this weight to gain strength and learn how to believe in myself more, because I damn sure didn't believe in myself before. But after I tested my endurance, I started to believe in myself more. And guess what? That weight was dropping. People didn't understand, how did I drop so much weight if I'm eating so much bad stuff? You don't realize, like, first of all, this is a funny thing about people's out here. When you're not around me, you don't have a clue about what I do. You don't have a clue about where I go to. And my version of fun is not your typical person's version of fun out here. It's like I like to walk, so I walk as far as I can. And I used to have a passion for running, but I can't run anymore because of my knees. I have rheumatoid arthritis and I take medicines for it. I take medications for it. So one day I decided that I wanted to take a morning stroll. The morning stroll turned into a long ass 2 hour walk. Don't ask me how I did it, but I did it and I started laughing. So I was like, you know what? Why don't I listen to some music while I did? Because I was always doing it with a clear head. So I got so bored to the point that I walked over 2 hours in the Bronx and came right back home. When I came back home, it was like 11 o'clock in the morning. I was out from like 8 o'clock in the morning to 11. So, like I said, normally it was supposed to be a stroll. It turned into a 2 hour walk. And then when I came home, I went food shopping. So that was another thing. And then I was like, hold up, I could turn this into a every weekend thing. Weekdays, I was at work. Weekends, I had nothing to do. It's not like I had friends to hang out with. So I was like, let me turn this into a fun thing. So I was constantly doing it. Your girl was walking to Manhattan all the freaking time. When I ain't had the money to go into Manhattan by train, I was walking. If I wanted to go somewhere in the Bronx, I would walk to that place. The only place I never walked to was to Parkchester, but like I said, that's for people who knows the Bronx very well. But anyway, I tested myself so much. And now I just do it just for the hell of it, even when I'm bored. And I don't even realize how long I be walking because it's not in my head anymore. It's like I'm no longer dwelling about how long I've been walking, like keeping time or anything like that. If I just want to walk and clear my head, I just do it. And I do it coming back home all the time. And it made me feel so much better. By the end of my night, when I'm taking a shower, I feel like I accomplished something so big, and it made me feel so much more confident. Like I build my confidence up by achieving my goals. And that's the only way I could feel really good about myself is if I achieve my goals. So it's like I guess the point I'm trying to make to everybody is if you don't think about it that much, you achieve your goals as much as possible. Like if you think you can't do certain things, try your best to do it. Test yourself out every day. This is what I'm doing. I'm putting it to work. So I'm not just spitting lessons to y'all or anything or giving y'all advice. I'm just telling you what I do on a daily basis when I'm not doing nothing and how I test my endurance all the time. And it was, like I say, it wasn't until 3 years ago that I finally realized that I have more strength than I realized, and then I could do more if I just keep doing it, like keep putting my energy, my mind to it. And I accomplished so much while doing this, so it made me feel so much better. But like I say, these signs of telling me that I need to lose weight was the most scariest thing ever. From clothes not fitting well on you to not being able to walk or climb anything anymore, not being able to stand up for a long period of times, having back pains, clothes like my bra was fitting too tight, things like that. It was just telling me it was time to lose the weight, and I was like, boy, did I had a real awakening. But it was the best thing ever because it really got me to really push the limit and to do what I need to do. And because of that, I'm gonna keep doing what I need to do. And like I said, I'm not preaching to nobody about nothing. I'm not telling y'all what to do. Y'all do what y'all want to do. Like I'm doing what I want to do, and this is why I'm continuing to lose weight.